Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Dynamo. Episode 2, and the season has gone as well as could be expected. Pre-season went really without a hitch. No losses. We conceded 4 goals, 2 of which, half of the goals we conceded in pre-season, I guess I can consider our goals because they were against our reserve side. But we went on a pre-season tour of the US, and it went pretty well. I'm quite happy with it, especially the game against our feeder club, kind of part of the city group, New York City FC. We had... Can I get the stats here? 70% of possession. Now, we underperformed regarding our XG. We should have gotten a 2.64 return. Only got the 1 goal, but we're creating chances. And I'm hoping that as the team just gets match fit and just gets themselves into the rhythm of performing week in, week out, we'll just start seeing those expected goal returns actually indicating on the actual scoreboard themselves, because we're having a high pass completion rate with a lot of shots on target. We just need to make those shots high quality shots. And no surprises that the player who has absolutely been performing out of his skin is Erling Haaland. Now, he's at an expected goal return of 4.65. He scored 8. That kind of tells a story in and of itself. He's taking low opportunity chances and converting them anyway. What more can you ask of a striker? In his 5 appearances, he's been man of the match 4 times. The other going to Bernardo Silva. Blown away by his performances, absolutely. My front 3 that I've been getting really good performances out of has been Haaland, Silva and Grealish. However, for this Community Shield match, I'm going to bring Silva back into midfield and play what's his name? Foden on that right-hand side to exploit and utilise that left foot, along with a bit of a creative outlet. Because Gundogan, while I really like him, I just find that he hasn't really been playing up to scratch for me. Yeah, he has a 7.2, but if we go in here and actually check the form table, he's had a lot of kind of like middling performances, kind of a 6.9, 6.7, 7.1. I haven't been incredibly impressed with him. A lot of key opportunities, but I want to, like, he's going to get opportunities throughout the season. That is an absolute given. But I want to see how Foden does, because I'm a big fan of Foden in real life. Rodri, not 100% sold on him in defence or in that holding midfield role, but we'll play at least until January with him just to see if we can get some good performance out of him. It's possible I'm just asking him to do too much. In terms of the tactic, De Bruyne, maybe I'm expecting way too much out of De Bruyne because he's had a 6.7 average rating. I've been disappointed. I'm expecting a lot better than him. He had that one game against Austin where it's just absolutely terrible game. But in terms of like key passes, you can see he's grown into the season somewhat. And against DC United and New York City FC, 10 and 17 key passes between the two. And he's not presenting himself as a goal scorer. He's not assisting either, so I'm a bit concerned, but we'll see how he gets on in like competitive games, because like he's no assists in preseason, so we need to find a way to link him up with what's his name, Erling Haaland, so that Haaland can actually be getting high quality opportunities through one of the best players in the league. Incredible vision as well as those technicals to be able to put the ball on a plate for him. De Bruyne needs to do better, and I need to find out how to make De Bruyne do better. So, Charity Shield against Liverpool. These are strange times because I am a Liverpool fan, and it's not often that I manage in the Premier League. Whenever I do, it's usually with Liverpool. So I'm not used to going up against my own team. This is going to be very interesting. So in terms of who we're coming up against, the inbox showed, where was it? There we go. Team selection advice. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, look, we'll find it eventually. The main thing that I'm worried about is our first choice centre-back pairing is out, with Diaz and Laporte out. Now, Liverpool, Alisson is a doubt. That is huge for us, absolutely huge. Because in terms of backup, yeah, their second choice is Kevin Gallagher, but he's injured and Adrian's injured. You know, they probably can't take that opportunity. They can't take the risk. They're going to have to bring Alisson on, because who actually is our fourth choice goalkeeper? No one of interest, really. Like, I know these lads. I just don't know if they're any good or not. But outside of that, Liverpool haven't had a bad start to the season. I keep saying start to the season. They didn't have a bad preseason. If we go into stats, competitions, non-competitive. Average rating, Salah is on top, 3 goals in 2 games. Firmino, so Thiago, Firmino and Salah, it's a little bit concerning because those are basically the 3 players that things happen through Liverpool. Salah just getting his 3 goals, 1 player of the match. Firmino, 2 goals in 4 appearances. I mean, we can't be upset with that. Adrian made 2 appearances. Dukavine? No, he didn't. Diego? Geez, Liverpool have a bit of an injury crisis at the moment. I mean, we know what's happening in real life, but they're not really out on their legs in defence in the department because that's where the real killer is for Liverpool. But Van Dijk having a decent start, Diaz having a decent start. Nunez, I'll be happy if he can be kept quiet for us. And again, it bodes well for us that Alexander Arnold hasn't really been able to get in on top of the assists or the goal scoring, although he hasn't really had many opportunities, just 2 starts. So we need to be able to just control this game because we are by far the better side. It really is that case. So it is about trying to create that domination. So what we're going to do is we have our starting 11, Ederson, Walker and Cancelo. I'm going to play Cancelo as an inverted wing back to try utilise, because Silva is going to be dropping down a bit, and use Cancelo to try create 2-on-1s with Grealish playing really wide left with that left foot. Either foot. I'm used to Foden on that side. Grealish has been really good in pre-season. His expected assists and key passes have been really, really good. One thing I'm not doing it for this episode, but one thing I'm going to do when we get into like out of the beta into a proper, I'm going to be doing a lot more data analytics of like utilizing the different screens where like if you right click, you can insert columns and actually creating graphs and doing visual representations of like expected goal assists and things like that, and trying to do a bit more of a kind of like a nerdy atmosphere because I like my stats. I really do. And I find it an interesting way to tell if a team is playing well or not, outside of just trusting what the game is telling you. It's a good way of playing, but I just find it that little bit more enjoyable if I'm able to eke out these percentages myself. So Foden, Grealish, Silva, De Bruyne, that is a devastatingly creative front 4. Rodri playing as a defensive midfielder on support, just trying to hold and clean up balls through the middle. Ederson playing sweeper keeper support, and Akanji and Stones. Between the two of them, hopefully they'll be able to keep things solid at the back. And Haaland, I don't want him doing much. I don't want him creating opportunities. I just want him hanging on the shoulder of the last defender and just trying to put the ball in the back of the net. Now, 2 young players who've gotten themselves onto the bench are, what's your first name? Finlay Jack Burns, who, I mean, he's not far away from Premier League quality, but what I've been happy about is in his Manchester City under-21s performances, he's been playing quite well. He's at a 7.31. Now, I can't break into these statistics more because I don't want these videos to be incredibly long. And the other one is Chris Palmer. Or Cole. Why am I saying Chris? Cole Palmer. If we didn't have the depth, if we didn't have the quality that we had, I would be trying to play him more. But who do you take out to put him in the side? Like if I was playing as a middle table Premier League club, I'd be getting this boy on loan. He is incredible and he's going to be a good player in the future, so I want more things out of him. I've got him on the loan list and it's currently between Sturm Graz and Anderlecht. I'd love for him to go to Anderlecht because you're getting the Champions League football there, but what was important to me is he's getting games in a top level league, so I want him to get a year of first team football under his belt just so that he can try develop a little bit, because after 19 is it 18 or 19? I don't quite remember. Once you come out of like that 17 to 19 period, training becomes less effective and you need match experience coupled with training. So he needs to get games. He really does. Outside of that, Ortega is my backup goalkeeper. Gomez playing on that left, or he is my option for left because Cancelo can also play right if we have a problem there. Phillips, Gundogan and Alvarez ready to come in for us if we need it. So let's do what is a very unusual experience for me, and let's try to beat Liverpool. I actually can't remember the last time I played Liverpool in a game of Football Manager. It's been so long. So like I said, I don't usually manage in the Premier League unless I'm managing Liverpool. I remember back in like Football Manager 2014 maybe, I had this really fun save with Adanazbor, second tier Turkish league, and I got them into the top division of Turkey and got them into the Europa League qualifiers. Third round to get into the group stages, I came up against Liverpool and lost 4-0 on aggregate. It was a nightmare. Okay, let's go through all this. And brilliant, let's get in. Now, not being played in Wembley. Weird. Been playing the King Power Stadium. So it's about a 38,000 seater capacity, rather than 90 million. So they're taking the chance with Alisson in goal. Firmino, Salah, Diaz. It's a good front three. It's a very good front three. So let's skip past the formalities and let's get into the game proper. So what am I playing? Extended. We'll go extended highlights. So Kanji, go on. Shouts. Let's encourage. Okay. Grealish holding on to the ball. So what we're looking to do is just trying to control a beautiful wide ball for Walker. Walker brings through to Foden. Getting a bit of a 1-2 between the two of them, but holding on to the ball because what we want to do is maintain possession. I'm going to go for the boring style of just trying to emulate Pep. Get Guardiola. You got to play. Look, this is a team built by Guardiola for a very specific style of football. So let's just play that style of football. De Bruyne getting in on top of Roberto Firmino, that's his name. Grealish bringing this on the left-hand side, playing as his winger role. Bernardo. Oh, through to Haaland. Haaland, can you? Over to De Bruyne. Cancelo bring it through, utilising that inside wing back. De Bruyne setting it up for Walker. Foden, Grealish, and Haaland. Oh my God, Haaland just deciding, I want this to end up. So, did that end up as a save? Let me just double check to make sure I've got my corner set up correctly. Attack. Yeah. I actually know. Take you away there because you're supposed to go to Haaland and take you away. Okay. And De Bruyne in, Haaland nowhere to be found. Okay, Grealish will set this up and Henderson just covers that up. And Robbo. Okay, Becker. Walker on the yellow card, not happy with it at all. Luis Diaz storming down that left hand side, try to play Roberto in. All the way back to Robertson, who's holding up on the inside. Oh, God damn it. Softest penalty we've ever seen. Okay, Salah. 5 minutes in, opportunity to take a lead. And the goal, okay. Soft penalty. Who was that? I'll see, because I'll see their average rating just plummet. Was it Akanji or Stones? Who was it? Because that was disappointing, because that was a soft opportunity. Could have been either of them, to be honest. Okay. It's Virgil clearing this long to Salah. It's Cancelo will go on the end of this. Cancelo. Kanji over to Rodrigo. And De Bruyne's going to play this over to Walker. And Walker takes down to the right-hand side. Foden. Oh, Cancelo. Should have set that up for, I was supposed to say Frank, for Ireland. Okay. Aim for Erling Haaland. Come on. De Bruyne. Bring it in. Nah. Okay, Grealish set this back up. De Bruyne, can you get it again? Take it on? No. Out for another corner? Okay. So I'm playing a simple corner routine, aiming for the far post, and I've Haaland attacking the far post. Oh, nearly pulled that one off. Okay. We're behind. I'm not happy with that. Shots were being restricted because they've had more shots. We have the higher XG. We're now to Haaland over to De Bruyne. De Bruyne bringing this to, just sloppily gave away possession there. De Bruyne trying to cover that right hand side. Okay, put Diaz under pressure. Come on. Walker utilising his pace. Walker, brilliant. It's dispossessed by Diaz again. He is a terrier. He just gets on top of things. Big addition to Liverpool. I'm really happy that we got Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Bring this up. Thiago. Great block. Stones with an absolutely incredible challenge. Okay, defend this now. Is Virgil gone forward? Oof. Matip shouldn't have been allowed to get on the end of that so easily. Ederson brings forward to Stones. Stones to De Bruyne. Come on. Foden back to Walker. Walker inside to Bernardo. Our passing game is being disrupted. Foden, get on the end of that. Come on. See, brings us along that right hand side. Over to Bernardo. Bernardo. Cancelo. Yes. Come on. Cancelo. He's not really in the game. So we're going to change you to complete forward attack. Cancelo. Strange enough, I'm going to bring you back into wide midfield. And Grealish, I'm not at all impressed with you, so I'm going to play you as an inverted winger. And yeah, and you can hold back here. Okay. because I find we're that little bit too far away from each other. But it's 1-1 after 20 minutes. Foden playing quite well, bringing down that left-hand side, or that right-hand side over to Bernardo. And Bernardo just, I mean, you know what? Matip basically assisted. Okay. Skip and keep going. Matip, Henderson. That's Alexander just bombs down that right-hand side before trying to set it up for an assist. Crossfield to Foden. Diaz getting on to the end of this one. Firmino should have buried that. Was he offside? No. That was an exceptional opportunity. Thiago just putting it on a plate. Van Dijk, Crossfield. Cancelo has this. Grealish can't get on the end of it. Oh, Grealish. Bernardo. Ugh, we're losing possession far too easily. I'm liking what I'm seeing though, that creative midfield. They're really trying to exploit us along that wing play. Alexander Arnold. Okay. So let's try to trap outside because no. I need to figure out, I'm so used to the old systems, I need to remember what these mean. So try step up. And I missed the old. Oh well. Look, it is what it is. Okay, so confirm changes. Come on. Okay, 1-1. We've had the better XG. No, sorry, they've had the better XG. I was looking at the wrong side. Okay. They're getting a lot of men in free space. Diaz, he shouldn't be allowed to get that. Oof. Bernardo, come on. It's concerning. They're growing into this game. Okay. Rodri doesn't look like he's having the most phenomenal of games. So how do I rectify this? Liverpool are very much on top. So I think I'm going to do is play with a double pivot and bring on Gundogan. I feel like that is the play. And you can both play as supporting midfielders. No, I'll play as complete wing backs. And Grealish and Silva can play as attack-minded players because we now have that double pivot. And De Bruyne trying to link things up here because I feel like I need that double pivot just to stop and to create extra opportunities to stop the ball being funneled wide. Silva and Grealish, they're not going to be as defensively solid. We'll see if I regret this. Bring it back to balanced. We'll see if I regret this choice. Start second half. Thiago back to Fabinho. Matip just bringing her forward. Cancelo, well done. Ederson. Kanji. Okay, De Bruyne. Rodrigo. Crosses in for... Oh, Haaland, you had a chance there. There's a block, okay. Did I go for a corner? No, I don't think so. They've had the better XG. This is a bit concerning. So I think what I need to do is shoot on sight. Because trying to pass this in is just not working for us. Shit. Robbo bringing this in. Aiming for Van Dijk, are they? Ederson claims well. Come on. All the way along for Haaland. Ah, Firmino. Becker back. The alliteration. Okay, Haaland getting on the end of it. Just forcing them to play it through the middle. Thiago brings this wide. Alexander Arnold. Forcing Grealish to come back. Can't you bring this out? De Bruyne can't quite get on the end of it though. Diaz, well marshalled by Ederson and saved close to his chest. Haaland is not playing well. Bit concerned by his performance, I'm not going to lie. Maybe he just needs some help up there. And Grealish bringing this wide. Set it up for a cross. Play Haaland. Oh, come on, Grealish. We're not playing well. I'm a bit concerned by how this is turning out. So, De Bruyne. What do we do? Play you as a deep liar. Bring Alvarez on. Are you right or left footed? Right footed. Okay. So play you as an advanced forward. Haaland can play as complete forward. Okay. De Bruyne, just doing your thing. Gundogan, I'm going to have you play ball winning midfielder on support. Going a bit risky. Go attack. Arnold on that right hand side into Matip. Robert on that left hand side, just utilising those overlaps. Go on, Walker, just hold this up. With Bernardo, actually. Bernardo, get in there. Close him down. Woof. Robert just doing one of those mazy inside forward runs. Come on. So, who comes off? Walker's on that yellow card, so I'm concerned. We'll bring Gomez on. Okay. Just need one chance, one opportunity. Come on, Erling Haaland, just step up and nod this home. That's just what he does. He steals games from people. That is exactly what this is. Gut-wrenching for Liverpool. If you're holding on against this, you are by far the better side. But De Bruyne just beautiful ball in, and Haaland just basically decides, I've had enough of this. We're winning this game. 88 minutes on the clock. Gomez to set this up. Haaland over to Gundogan. It's Gomez just holding on to the ball. Doing nothing strange with it. Kanji setting it up for De Bruyne. Haaland. No. Easily dispossessed by Chiesa, but is intercepted. Chiesa not really doing a good ball. Carvajal. What? I'm gutted. That is 2 cheap penalties now. Salah. You know what? We do not deserve that. Great save by Ederson, though. Ederson just claims we got out of jail there. That is really the case of that one. We did not deserve that. Really bad Carvalho. Stones getting on the end of that one. I'm telling you, they're getting past us. We're a bit too open in open play at the moment. Thiago Bernardo Silva. Milner breaking this through. Beautiful. Haaland is dispossessed. Chiesa over to Salah. Salah brings this wide for Carvalho. Probably a bad opportunity. Brings this in. Woof. It's all over. Woof. And we win. I keep thinking it's raining outside, but it's not. So first silverware of the season. First silverware of Football Manager 23. I mean, of my playthrough, not of anybody else's. Other people are probably won Champions Leagues at this point. So, City, we were favourites. But we did not make comfortable work of it, I'll tell you that much. Community Shield. That's the first silverware of the save. Well done, boys. Well done. Post-match. Dressing room. Okay. Enjoy it. Got to sort out defensively, though, because under not much pressure, we gave away 2 penalties. And that can't be allowed to continue. Those penalties are too soft. Far too soft. Anyway, silverware in the bag. And we'll come back to you for the end of the transfer window. I'm thinking, in terms of squad depth, what do I need? I'm thinking I might bring in a cover for Walker and right back, because I have cover for Cancelo on that left-hand side, but I need cover over here, and maybe looking at somebody who can play that defensive role, because Rodri, I don't know, I'm just not sold on him at the moment. He's a good player, but for whatever reason, he just doesn't really perform for me. I don't find him just impacting and just imposing himself on games. But sure, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, catch you in the next one, my friends. Bye-bye.